Alright, what's up everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool live stream / video. And take a look at it. We're back in Silver City. It's been forever. We brought it up last night, and I missed it, and I have a new tactic that we're going to go with, so I'm going to go with that. Aha! So today at work, I took some reference photos of a spot that you wouldn't really know too much about, but I kind of want to work from the entrance onwards and try and get everything into a more finished state. So with what I have, obviously I don't want to get rid of anything that I have. We're gonna try and finish and tidy some stuff up, and that's the idea. So each and every time I come back to this, I want to try and kind of complete a building, complete a section, or whatever it is, or whatever it may be. And for this particular thing, I want to finish up this back spot right here. This is also, I want to try and get started on the backstage area. So we're going to be working on mainly a backstage area, if that makes sense. That's what we're going to be working on today. I got my reference photos. Looks like it's going to be really good, so we're going to go and get on into it. And I don't think I'll need to, don't really think I'm going to need Google Earth for this, or Google Maps satellite view. I don't think I'm going to need that, because we're just going to be working on the back part of this. So let me get my handy dandy reference photos up. Anyway, I got a lot of them. And what we're going to be working on a lot is I really want to work on this road right here. It's a backstage area. Can't really see it very well, but it's just a backstage area that goes down to the cave, and it's actually where our costume shop is and our employee lounge. It also leads up to first aid as well. And the back part that I'm talking about is for this building. The back of it looks like that. I know you can't really see it that well with the glare, but that is what we're going to be trying to create. Let me see if I can find a good starting point for this. Okay, this spot's right there, and that building goes on right there. So let's do it. Sorry I'm late. You're not really late. We're just getting started, so do not worry at all. You're not really late at all. Okay, so looks like it's got kind of this at the bottom texture. Still continues its green color. I know there's some bathrooms within this area, so we're going to try and implement those still in there. So this is going to be slow paced, so don't expect anything too fast or anything like that. We are going to take things nice and slow, because I am, of course, a slow builder, but and I did see the new video, or the live stream, or part of the live, or the whole live stream. I didn't watch it live, but of when they showed off the new stuff coming into the 1.8 update. I got myself some apples, by the way, because Joe likes snacks. Because why not? Yep. So this continues down a little bit. Here, I also got reference photos for the admin offices as well. Interestingly enough, I'm gonna make another. Oh gosh dang it. Piece just underneath. That way I know we're covered. So this goes down until it gets to the admin spot, which the admin spot is going to be roughly around this area over here. It's going to be flush, or pretty good with that, so. Continues on just a little bit over there, and then that area. Of course I got my finger in the shots. Can't imagine I would do that. But this is actually all of the inside stuff. It's actually going to be all of this texture. It looks like it's actually going to have that red color on the other side. It switches over. Like I said, I'd say that's just a 1H piece here. We're going to go ahead and copy it over here, and this leads to the upstairs of the admin building. So this is actually going to have that orangish red color, whatever you want to call it. Kind of think of an orangish red. I can't wait till the update comes through and we don't have to worry about the selection over the top of this. This needs to be a little bit brighter. Just a little bit. But I do want to say thanks for the 15 bits, Wolf, to get the stream started. I still have very high goals. Every time I hit a goal, I try to aim to hit even higher goals sometimes. So that's beautiful right there, color-wise. So with that being said, I love green apples. I love sour. Okay. So I'm gonna adjust the terrain here. I know we have to work paths around this stuff. And this will go down a hill slightly. We'll get into that. So many bits last night. So many bits. Yes, there was a lot of bits thrown around last night, but it was amazing. Hope it happens again. It's awesome, and it's happened multiple times. You know, last night wasn't the first time it's ever happened. Ever, but... Okay, so coming up to that gate, there's actually a... That gate, there's actually something in front of it. There's a fence in front of that gate, if that's the gate I'm thinking of. Yes. Okay, that's the picture I needed. So underneath that is just more of that same texture, so that actually will fit in quite nicely. Like the calming piano music, I think I put it on Film Hopeful for today. There we go, because it has like a little bit underneath it, which works. Alright, so that's just a little bit of shaping. We haven't really done much more for that. So let's get a little bit more detailed here. We're going to add a door to this section here. It's just a very simple door with a... Let's see if I can find something close. Something kind of similar to that. Heck, this would probably even work. It's not going to be exactly the same. I think this will be the most fitting. And it is a white door, so we're going to color it nice and white. Not too white, just a little bit tinted with gray. And it's got a couple steps going down, and they're all concrete, so... With some railings. Let's see if I can create that. First piece that comes to mind is this one. Oh, yeah, that fits pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. And it's actually roughly this color too. See how well this turns out. I've never made like custom concrete steps before like this. Don't have too many steps, so I need to be careful here. Actually, I'm going to go back a little bit and reevaluate my steps. I'm going to make them bigger and further so there's less steps. We're going to try our best to eyeball it. Make sure it's about the same. And, you know, this is one of those areas you don't have to have totally accurate. I try my best, though, to make it as accurate as possible and as good as possible. You know? So sorry I'm late. You don't have to be sorry about anything about that. We barely gotten started. All we've done is place these walls, and now I'm working on this little side door here. So, again, we haven't done much. Hey, Mason, thanks for the 5 bits. Keeping the bits going. I know last night's going to be hard to top. I don't expect to top it at all. I just expect to add on to what we've done. So, that's what I'm hoping. Anyways. We need to go to scenery. I think they said mention something where you can search for scenery, under scenery and buildings at the same time. Which would be hugely awesome. I still wish I had some smaller pieces though. I wonder if there's any poles I could use. Ah, if I just recolor this, it is a black. Also, this will work perfectly. I never thought about this pole, using this pole. I don't know why I haven't thought of that sooner. There's just some railings right here. And there's a vertical segment at the bottom. What happened if I got 3rd this month? What would happen? I already have all the DLC. It's a good question. JLW Games sticker from the merch shop, maybe. I don't know. If that sounds okay. I really can't think of much anything else besides merch, because it's all I have really available right now. I use that pull for railings too. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't thought about it before until now. I feel kind of dumb for not thinking about it. I think it works kind of well for generic railings. More well than I thought. Merch sounds fine. Nice. And it would only be like small merch, like stickers, because stickers are nice and cheap. So you can have a Raptor Run sticker, JLW Games sticker, etc., or something from the merch shop. Because I think those are roughly around $10, so it'd be kind of similar to the DLC, equivalent-wise. I think this is a gutter going down. Looking at my reference photo, but just or a trim, I can't tell. We're just gonna make it a green. That's actually a good green right there for it. That rolls all the way up to the top. Which I haven't really made much of the roof yet. The other side has these were taken just today, so I almost want to use these railings again. Not to overuse them, but they actually would fit quite nicely on this side. Of course, we have to recolor it. And I would put about 2 sets on each side. Like right next to each other. And it'd be relatively close to what it looks like. Probably buying the Vintage Pack tonight, buying that and Forsaken. Trying hard to restrict myself to 1 game purchase a month. Nice. I know how that is. Okay, there's not really many more details. Any more details, really. In this spot, there is a light off to the side over here. I mean, I'm going to try and build. We're going detail for detail. I'm going to try and finish up each section of the park. Like, just kind of slowly and surely. Almost has a nice light wooden color. Like that. Just kind of randomly placed over here. And there's a lamp or light on top of it, like it was added later after construction or something. Kind of like so. This is going to be very in-depth and detailed. Let's see, there's a certain piece that would work really well with this light, but I have to find it, and I don't know if I can. I think it's under scenery, though. We'll check under decorations first. It might be under decorations, actually. Is it this one? This actually might work the best. I'm eating. Oh, I got myself some green apples. You know, because Joe likes snacks. Alright, now we need to find a light that would best work here. It's just like a generic light too. I mean, you can use whatever actually. I'm trying to see if I can get the make that look like it's actually in the on the hook for fun. Yeah, there we go. Nice little light there. I actually am going to get rid of these steps here and do similar steps on this because that's actually what it is. I love green apple. I love green apples too. They're great. I've been live for nearly 30 minutes already. What does time go? What happens to time? Does time even exist? I use this as a base. Let's try and figure this out. Oh gosh. Longer than I thought they were. We're gonna tinker this up a little bit, maybe, to where we need it. Like maybe one more extra step. These might look a little larger than what they actually should be, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back to see if there... I don't know if there was a shorter piece. Doesn't look like it. Of course not. Maybe I can just push these out a little bit and make it look natural. Because I need them roughly around right here. That'll be fine. That works. It works. Does work, but we do need to adjust stuff here. Make sure that all this concrete is filled in here. Like I said, we've only just begun. Looks like there's a camera. Yep, there's a security camera sitting right there, so... Whoops. It's a lot smaller than this one, but we're gonna throw it there anyways. And then there are these tiny little windows. See if there's any equivalent in Planet Coaster that I can use. Or if we might need to... It's pretty much these, but sideways. Actually, exactly like this. These actually will work perfect. Like, it was drawn up to be there. It was meant to be there. And there's a couple of parking spots right here, too, for security and stuff. There's a lot of different stuff in here. Got my apples. Superline has a whole back section that is Western themed. Yeah, that's Frontier Town. That's where Steel Vengeance is. When I saw that part, I was like coming home. I recorded on my phone a live country version of Here I Go Again. It's being belted out on the roadside at the park. Thought that was kind of unique. Nice. Let's see, I know I get another shot here. Oh, went the wrong way. Don't want to go that way. I think that's the same. There's a better shot. There's 3 windows. Make sure we have all 3. 3 windows that actually look very exactly like this. Very exactly. Because English. There's actually 5 total that go across, so we're actually gonna... They're not all the same spread out. The last 2 are kind of different. Hey, well, thanks for the 5 bits. It looked like you tried to cheer at first, and it didn't work so well. So I'm gonna change how much these are spread out a little bit differently, because I do need to keep room for something over on this side. It looks like. Of course it would do that to me. Expect nothing less. So actually like a little awning there. And I want to create this piece. It's almost like an air conditioner thing. Underneath the second window. Right over here. And we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to start off using arch shapes because it's very square. Let's see, what would be the best to use? Probably. Nope. Ah, here we are. These are the guys I want. This is the one right here. Maybe even no, not that big. So we're gonna go decently white here. Make a nice box. Don't know. I might use something sci-fi-ish or something. I'm not sure. To get get what I want. There are some couple wires heading around as well. Like I said, it looks like some sort of air conditioner unit or something. So, see if I can't use some of the cables. I don't know if they're gonna be too big or not. Oh, they're under scenery, not building. I always do that. Every single time. Cables. Doesn't have to be perfect. But they are like white cords going around. I wonder if I can use these coiled ones to my advantage at all. Finger off the angle snap and get some... Yeah, there we go. That will actually... Okay. Just a little tiny thing it's connected to. Because details, you know? I might have to head into some sci-fi stuff to see if I can get this exactly where I need, what I need. So I'm under scenery right now. I might have to go into building pieces, because these probably are too big. Yep. We're gonna go sci-fi building. Theme. Theme. I wish I had a very small version of this. But it looks like that's not gonna happen. In fact, all these pieces are probably gonna be too big for me. Too big for what I need it for. I still might be able to do something. So I'll do work something out here. Even if it's using stuff that's not necessarily exactly the same. Just want to put like pieces of detail on just little stuff like this, so doesn't have to be spot on. And then there is this. I'm gonna go find cable again. What's up? I want to warn you ahead of time. I'm about to complain about some things in the 1.8 update. I don't think there's anything to complain about. The only thing I've seen mainly people complaining about is the restaurants a little bit. But then again, I don't see what people are complaining about. You can create interior with what the tools that we have, so I don't know. Plus, we still have more coming. That's not all that's... I don't know. Not trying to defend the game too much, or like hardcore or anything. Just saying. Because there's still lots of things that I want to see too. So. And this is a backstage area behind like a back part of a building. So it's going to have all of these little weird details that you wouldn't see, or a lot of people won't see, so. I thought it was definitely a unique thing, but I'm not technically not supposed to have my phone out in front of guests, so this is one of the best parts, and I'm like, well, I do need to complete this section anyways, so have at it. We're gonna... So I said, why not? Let's work on it. Okay, let's see if I can create this little awning piece that goes over here. Building. Let's go ahead and reset filters and find. Is there even an awning? Yeah. No, that one. It's actually under roofs. Thing I'm thinking of. Yeah. This is. I use this a lot when I need this kind of texture as an awning or something. See, I don't see a big thing with the restaurant because we can make our own interiors already because we already have picnic benches and the stalls, so if you want to make interior, you can. I think it's more for the casual players. So that's why it doesn't really bother me as much, because I'm like, oh, I'll just make my own interiors. You know? So it doesn't really bug me at all. As much. May bug some people, but not me. I actually like the addition, and you know the way it kind of works is I thought was kind of weird, but I don't think it's terrible. Okay, gonna throw in some supports for this. And then we have this nice fencing. Sorry for recolorable write-ups. I kind of think that should have... So am I. I kind of think that should have went with the last update. It should have been part of that. I feel like they may have actually forgot about it when they first came up with the idea. And they're like, oh wait, now people are saying they want this, and we haven't done it. Kind of... not a picket fence. Closest in-game fence that's already in here is this one, but I need more wooden planks. Like this. To kind of go in. So we're going to go and make it green. Is this flush with this over here? Can't remember. There's like this little entrance area for this backstage part. I think it's just slightly above. No, that's where the entrance is. I remember now. I got a good picture of it. Yeah. We're going to want angle snap on for this. This picture, I got my hand in, or my thumb in it by accident. Wait, no. That does not go there. It goes... actually goes back over here a little bit. I think. Yeah, because there's a little door actually on the side over here that needs to have an opening. So this will be a fence that will come across here. Thanks so much, guys, for joining in. Hope you guys are having a lovely day. Alright, so we're going to make this kind of come across here. Like I said, we going all out with some intense details. So there's this little bit of an opening right here. I actually haven't been inside this section. I think it just leads up to the stairs that head up to the roof. I think that's all it actually is. So not a big deal, because then the stairs come up or start right there. I hope these aren't too tall. I actually did not measure that. Shouldn't really say.
Are you hungry? I'm hungry.
Sure.
Hi, chat. Oh no. What do you want? We're thinking about going somewhere. Then I said we're thinking about going somewhere, but then I'd have to mooch money off of you.
That's fine.
For dinner. What do you want?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you decide. Huh?
Hi, Masons. Are you in the mood for anything particular?
No.
No.
Food.
Okay.
Want me to send you some money?
Yeah. Where's your wallet? Let's see.
Probably in the bedroom. Or no, it's probably in the bathroom on the shelf. If you just want to take cash.
Yeah.
Instead.
That'd be easier.
You can just take cash. Don't take too much.
I'm good. Okay. We'll figure something out.
Okie doke.
Okay. We may even just go to Dollar Store and get pizza. I don't know yet.
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye, chat. Have fun. Love you. I'm also doing good. I don't know if I answered that. I think I answered that, but I'm doing good.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying. They shouldn't have released the restaurant yet. Waited till you have the ability to do inside and not just a bunch of boxes everywhere. Like I said, you have the ability to do the inside right now. Just use See, to me, it's not a big deal because we already have the ability to do that, in my opinion. Just plop down a stall and then make some interior. I'm actually doing it in one of my parks now, and the realistic park. I was actually working on it. This goes out just a little bit further, though. The only thing that I do kind of agree with on that is, you know, we have the, they do have some, like, generic stuff in there that you would use for, food. Like, you know, there's some food items that aren't actually in the thing, but that's if you really want to get kind of more detailed with it, but... No, not really what? Sorry, with the delay in the chat, I have no idea what statement you're saying no, or no, not really to. I do think it's a good addition, definitely for the casual gamer, the casual player. I will say that. The two in my last park. The park entrance has hospitality like STC, except it's burgers and shakes. Also a pizza joint just up from there. Nice. Like, what's the big, or explain to me kind of like what were you looking for in restaurants? I know you said to do interior, but what's the difference between that and actually doing it the way we're kind of doing it now? By placing everything in the interior ourselves, putting it in the stall. Just out of curiosity. I just don't find it much different. Depending on what kind of restaurant you're talking about, I think what you're kind of meaning is the sit-down restaurant where they take your order, not like a fast food restaurant, which we can easily kind of make in the game. Unless you're kind of going along those lines. Yeah, I can actually kind of see what you mean there, but not a whole lot of parks have, like, I mean, there are, but I guess there is a lot of parks that do have those. It would be nice to get some interior items, though. Would be nice, like booths and stuff like that. Would have been cool. Not saying I disagree with you fully at all with like everything. I'm not hugely disappointed because a sit-down restaurant. And it, you know, I mean, all you would be able to differences is you'd have waiters, I guess, and stuff taking the orders, and a door that leads to a kitchen that's hidden. I don't know. I just don't see, like, I probably wouldn't really use it that much. I probably would a little bit, but because when I think theme parks, I would actually think more along the lines of, like, there's not really many sit-down restaurants. Usually you take your order, they give you your food, and you go sit down inside the restaurant, you know? And I know there's a lot of parks out there that do have. I don't know. It's not a huge thing for me. It might be for other people like yourself, but for me, it wasn't a huge thing. It was just kind of like, okay, nice restaurants. Whole other tab for park management. Would you increase pay based on tip revenue? Yeah, that's another whole thing for stuff like that too. So, you know, I think it would have been nice to be able to do interior stuff like that, but I don't know, man. It would. I'm not saying it. What I'm saying is that I understand and that it's definitely something I would have preferred it the way you're thinking of, for sure. Like, I'm definitely not gonna disagree with that. Like, it'd be more to the game, but that'd be a lot of work for the developers and. I think it's more of a thing for casual gamers, I guess. I don't know. But it's not a huge thing for me, as what I mainly just want, we're getting UGC, regardless. Like, eventually. I don't know how soon that's going to be. Probably not this update as far as I know. But we're getting UGC, so that'll be a huge game changer. And then also we'll be getting... the only thing I'm kind of disappointed of is rides and attractions. That's the stuff that I want, is more rides, more coasters. That's what I want. You know, we have plenty of scenery right now. You know, I don't think we need to worry about, like, scenery or anything like that. I'm more worried at the moment about, like, rides and stuff. That's what we need. I think we can all agree on that we need more rides and coasters. Because right now I still think RCT3 is still superior when it comes to those items. At the moment. When it comes to that. Okay, so now we're gonna... And I honestly wasn't expecting restaurants at all in the, so I wasn't even expecting anything, to be honest. These will work better. Okay, so there's actually, I messed this up just a little bit, didn't I? There's actually a piece. I'm gonna turn grid size all the way down here. Should try tried to send the Branson Fun Park. It was tore down before I got a chance to visit. Same here. I never actually went and checked it out. I did not get a chance to check it out myself. I push over everything just a pinch over here. Sorry, let me move you first. Oh gosh. Ugh. You're gonna be difficult, aren't you? Yep. Of course you're gonna be difficult. I guess if something's difficult, you gotta be difficult back. Now, I can see the more food thing as well. I guess I'm just more of a visual guy. I think stuff a little bit more off visuals on how stuff looks more than, I guess, more than how, I don't know, just how, like, what's inside. Like, oh, it sells this. I can still make it look like it sells something else, but it actually doesn't. That's always my idea behind stuff. Because the way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal? I actually don't know what's on top of this. Oh, Jesse's calling real quick. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, we're going to Sonic. Do you want to concrete
Yeah.
pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Okay. Figured. I grabbed 28, so whatever we don't use, I'll put back in your wallet. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Aw, yeah. I'm getting a pumpkin pie concrete from Sonic. Heck yeah. Nice. We interrupt this call. Jess interrupts this call to bring you this. Oh, we actually do have another window up here. That'll be my first pumpkin craving this year. Congrats on the ice cream, Joe. I know, I'm so excited. I'm still technically paying for it, though. But I'm still excited regardless. I freaking love pumpkin pie desserts. I love pumpkin pie. Like, do you guys like pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie? I love pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is one of, like, my faves. Alright, I need to angle this down perfectly. Oh, gosh. Pumpkin spice latte. Oh, yeah. Now you're talking. Now you are talking. These are the good stuff, guys. That's the good stuff. Alright, so we're making like this little wooden catwalk that kind of goes up to the roof. This is like, I guess, how maintenance does maintenance on the roof, I guess. So we're gonna make a little bit of a little catwalk and down this way. And we could probably, once we get it done, we'll probably copy it, and because there's another one heading up to the top of the roof as well. So this will come down here. Hopefully I'm decently okay on the steps. As long as it's close to the eye. As long as you go, oh yeah, yeah, that's close. Where are we at? There we are. Almost perfect on the spot too. I don't actually know if this goes all the way down. I'm going to assume it does, though. And it actually is a little bit steeper in all reality, but that's okay. Now I got to figure out how to make this look the way I want it to. Only us will go this much into detail for a backstage area. And I'm proud of it. Like, gosh darn, I'm proud of it. Alright, we're gonna have to build some railings as well. I'll have to adjust that too, so it's not cutting through the thing here. Just now I actually realized that. If it's slightly off though, it's okay. I'm not going to freak out if this is like not 100% spot on perfect of the world of the universe. Like, universe depends on this to be perfect. I don't know why it didn't change the color. This has a little bit of a cream kind of stuff. But anyways, Wolf, welcome back. We're just still working on the backstage area, I guess. Oh, I need, gosh darn. I messed that up. I just need angle snap on. There we go. Okay. Got it. Best recreation in all of Planko. I don't know if I go that far. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, of course, but that'd be, that's what we're going for, of course, but to be the best of all time. I actually don't know what that was. Okay. Yeah, this railing's gonna be actually kind of hard. When are you gonna retrack Outlaw Run? That's good. Good question. I don't know exactly when, but it does need to happen for sure. Because I need to retrack it and smooth it out because it didn't turn out smooth at all. Especially that barrel roll. And now I feel like with my building skills to what they're at now, I could do so much better. The SDC sign is amazing. That is one thing I'm super proud of, is that SDC sign. Download the park to take a closer look, and it's so cool. I haven't updated that file in a while. I need to, because I use that as a backup file. Actually, so would be a good idea to back that file on up. I wish I had a slightly shorter piece for this, but I have an idea if this is too long, which it pretty much is. It'd be okay for the other ones, but this one, my gosh, SDC's so old, it's not consistent with all its stuff. Only thing I liked is custom steering tool that's coming, and that's not even coming with a 1.8 update, I don't think. I think that's coming on a later date, the way it sounded. I am excited. I'm sure everyone's excited for that. I don't see why you wouldn't be. If you're not excited for that, then you must not get excited very often for cool stuff. I can't wait to see the UGC. I remember making the paths for this park took forever, and now I'm just like spraying them on at the moment, and I'm going to do the paths last or later. Because that's how we do it here. Alright, I'm going to try something else here. Because there is a green support. It actually does go down here, so maybe, just maybe, if I'm stealthy enough, we can do something like that. But in a way where we can get rid of that fighting texture, kind of hide everything. Except I don't think there is a support there. But I will check real quick. Because everything's pushed awkwardly. Extend the tool program into paths so we can add more paths. That would be nice. There's one complaint a lot of people have is the pathing system in Planet Coaster. I don't think it's terrible. I think it could use improvement. So I'm not calling it perfect by any means. But it's hard to get good looking paths sometimes. I mean, you can do it, but it's just hard to kind of do. So I can see everyone's kind of their complaints there. But at the end of the day, guys, we can all agree that Planet Coaster is still an amazing game. No matter what. No matter what happens. I think we can all agree on that. It's still a pretty stinking awesome game. I think they'll add a bunch of new rides for the big 2.0 update. Maybe that is true. They kind of hinted that they're going to be doing something big for the 2-year anniversary. So maybe this is just kind of a filler for not having something for a while. Because you really think about it, that 2-year anniversary is coming up. Maybe they're saving all the big stuff for it. All the good stuff, you know what I mean? I actually didn't even think about that. I bet that's when they drop the whatever it's called, the Theme Park Maker's Toolkit. Or whatever. It was during the 2-year update. I think that'd be cool. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so another detail here is a little bit of a spot here. Kind of like so. Because we don't want people falling. Joe, if you do a 24-hour live stream, don't do it on New Year's Eve. I'm going to King's Dominion for New Year's Eve. Gotcha. It's okay. I work on New Year's Eve, so... And we actually are open on New Year's Day. Depending on the... Last year I didn't have to work because it was too cold and they didn't even have us come in, so... Don't know how this year's going to go, though. Eventually they're going to lower the price. They are going to have to lower the price. Currently it's getting up in years of being out. Wait, what? Are you talking about Planet Coaster? Going up in years of being out? Are you saying that the game's getting out? Because I don't know about that. So when we get to 2.0, does that just count up to the second year or no? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but... Okay, now I need to make the catwalk heading up to the roof. See if I got a good... After I get these done, I'm going to delete these photos because I have too many photos of just... Because I literally stand there and just spam the heck out of this. So how are you streaming playing Coaster? It doesn't seem to work for me. I use OBS to stream. I don't know if you're aware of that program, but it's a free-to-use program. It's a really good program. You can record your gameplay and also stream at the same time. I'm currently using the game capture, so... are dueling coasters coming to Time City with the Roman section? That's something we'll have to wait and see. I know I hinted a little bit on the coaster that's going to be going there. Or an attraction. I use OBS. What settings? It doesn't seem to want to work well. So are you saying, like, are you able to get the screen up there? It's very hard to give you, like, my settings because it's different on each computer. You're gonna have to tweak around with them a lot. Lower the main price of the game is what I mean. Yeah, I got that. I think that's what I asked about a minute ago. Yeah. I don't think they'll really lower the price unless they stop updating it. Because, you know, they're still adding a lot of stuff to the game, and so I don't think they're going to lower the price, and it's already lower than a lot of games out there. It's not even $60 like most games are, so that's just me. I mean, obviously it would be awesome if they did lower the price. I just don't see them doing it, though. At least for a long time. No, long while. Studio pack worth the $15? Absolutely. Joe confirmed it's a coaster. I didn't confirm anything. Pretty much every section's gonna have a coaster, though. Just put it that way. I will say that. Pretty much every section's gonna have a coaster. For Time City. We're gonna try and get this up here properly. This one's gonna have to be a little bit steeper to get to that elevation. Maybe lower the price to all the DLC. I doubt that. I don't think they're gonna lower the price for DLC. If anything, it would be the game itself. Only have the vintage pack. Still a good pack. I am very excited to see what pack they come up with this time for the following DLC that's coming up that they have not yet announced. Kind of keeping a little hush-hush about it, so we'll see what it ends up being, though. We shall see. Okay. We shall see. And DLC is a lot of how they're making their money, I guess. And I'm not a big fan when people say they shouldn't do DLC. They shouldn't charge for these stuff that should be free. And you know, if you have a game that you like think is worth, you know, existing and you want to support it, I have no problem with supporting the game by buying what they have to offer, even if it's DLC. And now, granted, there is stuff that needs to be the base game, stuff that needs to be DLC. I will say that. And there are some times where I'm like, that should probably be the base game. Don't you think? But they do try to provide free stuff as well, so I do give them kudos to that for that. To try and keep free items available, free updates and stuff available to those players at the same time. And it's not like they're outrageously priced. They're like $10 a DLC. Sometimes they're 15, I think. They're pretty decently priced, though. I think they're fairly priced. Especially the amount of content you get. But I think we need to take a break on, you know, scenery for a while. And we need more rides and coasters. Say it with me, guys. We need more rides and coasters. I think they need to focus on that next. Because I do believe that is what needs to come next. Alright. I will say, Planet Coaster has definitely been a very successful theme park simulator. One of the best out there. And I still think it is the true successor to Roblox Tycoon 3. We need more realistic LSM fence. I did see you say something about that. It's never bothered me that much, but I see what you're saying, I guess. I don't think that's ever going to change, but in all reality, out of experience and stuff, I don't think they're going to change the fins on that. Try and get a nice texture out here for this area. It's kind of like a gravelish. It's kind of like an asphalt, but it's like old. VR would be awesome. Another coaster studio. Disneyland theme park studio. Theme park studio. That's kind of what started my channel. It does have VR support. I do remember that. I was rooting for that game so much until Planet Coaster kind of came about, so. It makes me mad too. Like I said, they'll probably not mess with that unless you like, I don't know. It's just surprising. What's the asphalt painter in? Because I've never seen it. I don't have it. All the scenery packs. It's actually, no, it's not in one. They added an asphalt, asphalt terrain. It's actually it's not part of any packs or anything. Not at all. But if you want it, you gotta go into your custom, you have to customize your, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. You have to go and customize your, terrain. World you're in, like desert grassland. Yes, but I have I customize the textures. You have to go and customize the texture because they're not naturally in there. You got to go and use custom textures. Or customize the textures. So they're in the game, but you have to change the textures and import it or put it in there. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay, so I got this part that I want to make. Now I have this little cover. This is actually a clock-in station for employees. That actually sits right here. You have to select it in your scenario. Yes, and you can change them at any time as well, so. I don't think the majority of people buying Planet Coaster are coaster enthusiasts. I think it's a mixture of everybody. It definitely is. I think a lot, at least half of them, maybe half, I don't know. Maybe not even half, but I would say are coaster enthusiasts for sure. I'm not saying all of them, or a buttload of them are. I'm just saying a lot of them are. There's still a good amount in there. When I see people playing the game casually, I do sometimes cringe though. Because it makes me go, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Look at us and creating all this. Alright, there are 4 sections of these. There's a little opening right there. Like so. Turn off the angle snap. And there's just a little bit of a hang off here. Nice. Why are you tilted? I don't want you tilted. I just want you normal. There you go. Now I need just a thicker piece, so we'll use this piece. Make it the same color. That will go on the top right here. My Discord bot didn't give notifications, so I'm about to send out. Oh, okay. It didn't? What are you doing, Tony McCoaster bot? What are the bots doing? They must be on break. Hate it when it doesn't give out notifications, though. That kind of sucks. It's sent out for me. Well, Gunnar says it's sent. I don't know. Something vibrated. That wasn't my phone. I'm concerned. I actually don't know the texture of this roof. So, or what it's like on top. Exactly. I've never actually been able to really see it. Okay, so, oh, I see it. It's actually kind of like this guy right here. Which we will get in there nicely. Beautiful. I guess I messed up on these, so we're gonna get rid of those. Were you trained to do all evacs as... Wait, Joe, were you trained to do all evacs as possible? Yeah, we were trained for them. Like, from the break run, from launch 1, launch 2. We got trained for all of it. Just saw the latest episode of Time City, and we hit 10k bits. 36-hour live stream will happen. No, that's 100,000 bits, Fluffy. Not 10,000. 100,000 bits. Don't celebrate too fast there, buddy. Were you trained for rollbacks on the loop? Rollbacks on the loop? No. I will say if it rolls back, it's going to end up back on the launch. If it rolled back on the loop, it would just valley out, which can't really happen. If it clears that wave turn after the first launch, it's going to make it through that loop. For sure. And we had never had a rollback yet on the ride, as far as I know. I would have heard about it if we did. Someone's just buying it. to make coasters and don't care about the rest of the park. And yes, riding the rides, rest of the game, etc. There is a better simulator out there for that. I agree. If you're just making coasters, no limits to. What's for dinner, Joe? I'm eating apples at the moment, but Jess is coming back with some Sonic. Oh my gosh, how am I going to make clocking stations here? This is turning out cool, though. No, I'm getting Sonic, and I'm getting I'm getting a Sonic Blast pumpkin pie. Oh my gosh, I love pumpkin pie so much. Whether it's in ice cream form or if it's just pumpkin pie in general. Pumpkin pie is like the best. It's like my favorite. This little window kind of looks into the... It's kind of a random window, but it goes and you can see it through there. There is a camera up here as well, along with a window exactly like this sitting right here. So we're gonna change the color to match, and there's actually a security camera right above it. Here, pumpkin pie, bow down to our Lord. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie's the best. It's just sitting up here like so. I am pretty proud of this backstage section. There's so much detail into it so far. Oh, I need to make a corner right there, so I'm actually going to use this wooden piece. And it's that, kind of like that cream color that we've been using. So let's change the color of it. It might be slightly inaccurate on some spots, but dang, I'm still pretty good. I'm thinking about STC, and I'm kind of disappointed by their cinnamon bread. Not to be rude, but STC cinnamon bread isn't nearly as good as Dollywood's. I couldn't tell you. I haven't been to Dollywood, so I don't know. Maybe you just didn't get it on a good day. Who knows? Gotta love cinnamon bread in general, though. Hit 900 followers on Instagram today. Next goal, 1K. Nice. I don't even have that many, I don't think. That is looking fantastic. Alright, we're gonna add a roof on this spot over here. So we do have a pitched roof over here. Never thought I'd add this much detail to a backstage area. That's for sure. Pretty much goes in like so. And if I can find the correct texture here. All you gotta do is place one of those, and then it will automatically change the color here. There we go. Nice. Fortnite Xbox and Fortnite PS4 are gonna be cross-platform again? Really? Interesting. Gotta go to bed. Good night, everyone. All right, see you, Gunner. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Surprised we haven't got more bits, guys. Anybody on the bit train right now? I know we're not gonna top off last night, but would be nice to get a couple more, though. Gotta throw it in there. Bitpocalypse. Darn. Because when we hit a goal, I always like, again, to try and create larger goals. Has donated 1K bits. Coming to you from Arby's. Well, I invite you. I welcome you from Arby's. I don't know what we have the meats. This PlayStation finally caved to the criticism it had as of late. Nice. For Fortnite. Arby's, we have the meats. Alright, I think we can get the roof shaping here. Ah, so that's what it is. I actually probably should have made that bigger. Because this is equivalent to almost as tall as this over here. And it needs to get up there. Adpocalypse. Nope, it's for me. No. You know what games need to extend to is fighting games cross-platform. Oh. I might eject you. It's such a long ways to go. We'll try it though. I'm gonna take all of the ones we already have, copy them, and try and get up there. See where we end up. It might be slightly off a little bit, but you know what? Some things are slightly off sometimes. And we just gotta live with it. Ugh. This isn't really working very well because the angle of this is all off. Darn. Let's see if we can adjust it. As long as we have angle snap off, we can do anything. Gosh dang it. I wanted to go up and down, not left and right. Alright, so that's coming around. Again, we're not perfect here, but gonna be as close as we can to this wall. And most people don't know what this wall looks like anyways, so that works. So if it's slightly off, I hear Jess getting back. That means food. Means food has made it. It's making its way to my belly. Let's make this just a little bit darker. Yeah. Don't know what this is, but we're putting it in there. Like a ring around it too. I don't know. Shows a picture of what you're referencing. That round thing on the side next to the box. I'm actually like zoomed in too on it, so. It's all on my phone, so. You said something like, I thought you meant the game, not the food play. Oh. Sonic is fun too, but Sonic the Hedgehog. Also fun, but no. Not what I was saying. Sonic burgers. Look at awesome that's turned out.
You didn't have pumpkin pie.
They didn't?
No. I just got you cookie dough.
What? We just have pumpkin pie this time of year.
Sonic apparently.
That's like not even right. But cookie dough's good too.
Hi friends. I did not get spaghetti. I got the bergs.
The bergs.
And the tots.
And
The bergs and
Oh gosh. Sorry.
Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna go eat. I didn't get you a drink. But I figured you had water.
I'm just kidding.
Alright. Have fun. Bye, chat.
Cookie dough is a good runner-up prize. You don't get fries, I unsub, unfollow. What? What did I get? I got tots. Bye, Jess Livy. Always gotta go with tots. Okay, so next things next. First things first. I'ma say all the words inside my head.
I gave you the wrong bird. This one's yours.
What?
This one's yours. I gave you the wrong bird.
What?
This one's mine.
Good
Yours has bacon
job.
on it.
What?
Yours has bacon on it.
Bacon?
Yeah. Are you sure? Ooh, messy. Yeah, this one's mine. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. It was the leaks. That Firehawk's closing. I like Firehawk. Hope it's not getting scrapped. Hope it at least is gonna find a new home. I hope. A lot of people don't like it, but I actually like it. Firehawk's not bad. Flatten the surface here. This doesn't have to be super perfect, but get some asphalt. Hey, Morris, what's up? Did you hear what Frontier announced? I've definitely been aware of what's been going on with Frontier. As long as you're talking Planet Coaster-wise, I definitely know. Yes. But I got my cookie dough blast. I like ice cream. 1.8 in restaurants, I did. We've been talking about it off and on in the stream, so. I did. To me, the fireworks in the game are okay, but I haven't reached the epicness for me yet, like RCT. The difference between the Frontier's default fireworks and the community's members version Pyro had. I need REC23 made it. Day and night difference. I never really messed with fireworks very much in either game, so I guess I don't really can't say too much about it. Guess I just wasn't really good at really making fireworks in the game, I guess, but one of Mac Ride's launch coaster and DLC pack, though. I would love that myself. That is something I would like. I want the spinning coaster. Give me the spinning coaster. That's what I want. Give me that spinner. Extreme spinning coaster. Right now. I want it right now. Try making Copperhead Strike. That'll be fun. I just want mock rides in general. We all could use a little bit more of mock rides. Mock rides. Want the normal blue fire. And get the launch. It'd be nice if we got the regular trains and then we get the spinning cars as well. Because I need to make Time Traveler more like Time Traveler. Gosh dang it. Mock rides. It's not mock or mac. It's more of a mock. Like in between. Mock rides. Spice Girls just came on my jam. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Always make sure it's the right thing. Always important. Mock is the way the owner pronounces it. Yeah, it sounds more closer to mock, like mock. But it's kind of sounds... I always thought it kind of sounded in between, like mock rides. Like, if you really think of it, like, you could almost hear the Mac, but it comes out more sounding like mock. It's those Germans, you know. They pronounce... That's how they pronounce it. Mock rides. Mock. Sometimes I just, like, yell that for fun. Mock rides. Welcome to Mock rides. Mock. Bereitjumstadt. That's German for ready for launch. May have looked it up one time. So I remember when all the engineers for Mach were still doing some coding and stuff for the ride. Really cool, actually. Seeing the actual ones there. Wish Canada's Wonderland. Big question. Sorry, I'll go in order here. Traditional sit-down B&M. That's what we need. Make it into the game. For God's sakes. That is true. That's one of my big complaints, too. They need freaking B&M sit-downs. Wish Canada's Wonderland gets a Mach Rides coaster in the future. Could be possible. They're working with Mach now. Cedar Fair is. The Time Traveler character should be named Mach as a reference. Or Mac. I got you. Remember when you were saying it was going to be Mach Dive like 3 years ago? I was on board with it being a spinning coaster the whole time. But the Carowinds, our sister park, getting it. Gotcha. That could definitely be a huge thing. We might see Cedar Fair work with Mach Rides a lot more from now on. Okay, I'm going. Let's add one more. You're gonna get split from the building. Got leaks from a maintenance working. It was gonna be a Mach Dive or something by Mach. It wasn't really a leak, I already knew. I didn't reveal it, like I didn't give it away. I restrained myself. Copperhead Strike does well, they might add one to Carowinds. Or they might add one, I think you meant to, yeah, sorry, meant Canada's Wonderland, that's right. I'm reading everything in order, sorry. Bloody World might get a new coaster for 2019. I hope so. They don't have that many coasters, do they? This didn't ever feel like they did. This kind of continues on a little bit further that way. And then we get this. It's called Cave Road at SDC. We get this path that kind of heads down, actually right by the cave. It's actually where they, you know, right before you enter the cave thing. You actually go right past it. Hey, typos on stream. Same. They have 4 and a kiddie coaster. Gotcha. Which to me, that's not too many. Gotta bounce. I'll rejoin when I get home. Nice. We may or may not be here. I don't know how long the stream is going to go for completely just yet. Alright, I need to angle this right. Flattened surface. So it does have a slope on it. Is that a sloped? Is it sloped? Hospitality house. I gotta line all this up correctly. I probably need to make more of a slope on this, actually. Fourth of July section. Maybe working on something else. Something by Thunderbird and Voyage. Sounds interesting. Interesting. Can't talk. What is talking? Alright, that's way too steep. Not exactly what I meant to do. So I need something steeper. Not too steep. And then Thunderation's going to be over there. Hard. Just hard to figure out. Like, placement-wise. Every inch, every angle can completely change how this is actually supposed to go. So, Premier Ride Dual Launch Coaster. Nice. Oop. A little bit less on that intensity there, buddy. To your Six Flags Park. Is it similar to West Coast Racers? Inspired by, maybe? I haven't done many dueling coasters, like, ever. I need to do more. Like, for reals, need to do more. Said no. Has a big of a Mox Ride influence. Gotcha. Mock. Alright, oh gosh, this burger is messy. I forgot about the burger almost. Sponsored by Sonic. By the way. Totally. Got off Steam Workshop called Millivolts. Gosh. Eat the burg. Something like that. Wow. I did complete this a little faster than I thought I would. I thought this would take up a lot more time. Get back to a certain spot in my... Ah, there it is. Alright, we're going to turn the corner here. Berg needs to be a channel emote now. Wish I could get some more of them. Can only do 3. Maybe it's because I think you can do more when you're in a partner. Also added Vekoma Boomerang behind my hotel district called Stingray. Nice. There are some good boomerang ice cream. There are some good boomerang Steam Workshop items available. I couldn't think of what I was about to say there for some reason. This is the perfect door for administration offices. also known as HR. Go with that gray color. But with all this that I added, I do need to add these up to the top now. Because I did end up doing more with it. And I realized I was going to do. Nice. I think these are a little bit taller than real life, but that happens. That's life. Life as we know it. Nothing but like some nice ice cream, some Planet Coaster. I'm probably like the only streamer out there that just eats a full meal through an entire stream. Because it's what I do. Find the perfect sign. For admin. Alright, you are more of a red color. Add min admin administrative. Did I spell that right? Admin administrative offices. If it's not, I'll hear about it later. Not going to do the interior of that. Oh, my screen went off. It's actually a brick texture, interestingly enough. I'll actually use this. Everything else I can't really tell. Because everything's in the way. There's a lot of wall climbers, as you get to call them. I'm just gonna copy all this so it looks a little bit better. Ready for another bite? Oh gosh. This building is like literally covered in plants. It's actually insane. Like, not exaggerating. Like, this is just all plants. Take a different approach to this. I'm actually gonna put, I'm like tempted to actually put some bushes on the side of this thing. Like, oh yeah, that's what it looks like. Not exaggerating, like it is legit, like nothing but bushes in this thing. It's like growing out of it. Like, yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's continue some terrain sections over here. It's hard to make that a little more clean. It is difficult. But not impossible. Wait, what? All right. Unfortunately, that's about all I've got for reference photos for tonight, so it's probably gonna about do it for this episode, unfortunately. So, not as long as I was hoping, but I gotta get more reference photos. I mainly just did this spot right here. That's the photos I got, so... So unfortunately, that's about all we're gonna do. Not as long as I was hoping, but that's alright. I gotta work on some stuff anyways for the rest of the night, and we'll see how it goes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll be back hopefully again real soon. Sorry for the kind of shorter stream, but, you know, it's to be expected, you know, being work nights and stuff. I'm trying to get on a better sleeping schedule as well, so I can't stay up super late, and that's just kind of how it happens sometimes, so, or how it works, and with that, you know, streams tend to be a little bit shorter, but I'm still having fun. It's still fun times, so, and I want to finish this burger, you know, without, you know, doing it inside the camera's face. So anyways, again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll get you guys in the next live stream or video, whichever one you see me in next. So make sure you guys have a great day. Even cooler tomorrow, man. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.